everybody. Today I have a lifestyle tip of the day, and that is be careful that you don't put people in positions that they are not supposed to be in. Whatever role people have in your life, make sure that you have not taken it upon yourself to take them from one role and then position them in another. I will use myself as an example. And by the way, this came from a premiere that I joined yesterday for one of my friends. And there were some things that she was talking about that made me think about all of this. And I was texting her back and forth about it a little bit. And so I just want to talk about it today. So with me, for example, there have been so many different times where I've had people talk with me, be around me for a set time, and then it's like they automatically want to move me from one role in their life and automatically place me in the friendship role, right? And so it's like, I appreciate that. I think that's really nice and kind. Hey, that's a blessing from the Lord that people look at me in that manner, but that does not mean that I should operate in that role in these people's lives. I will use this as an example. You could have a business. You could have someone who you have known, you've developed a relationship with, and you consider them as a friend. So then you take them from this role where they're just supposed to be a person in this season in your life for whatever reason that is. But then you take them from the role that they're playing, and then you turn around and you take them and you put them into the role of, say, like an accountant over your business, over your books, right? And then stuff starts getting fouled up, things are confusing, and stuff is not working out. And now you're become frustrated because you didn't look at it from the aspect of this person does not know how to play this role in my life. But I'm looking at them as a friend because I've known them for X amount of years. You can't do that. So what I have learned to do is when people try to automatically put me in that role, hey, I appreciate you. You know what? That's such a blessing, and I'm so grateful and thankful that you trust me enough to want to have me be a part of your life in that way. But that's not the role that I'm supposed to play. That's why I don't give my number out to everyone. Not because I feel like I'm above people, but because I have to know, just like you have to know, what position do you play in people's lives, right? Everybody who I went to high school with, I'm not in connection with them. I don't have everybody's phone number, right? I don't live in the same state as everybody else. So there might be some who I talk with on a more personal level than I do with others. There might be others who I just strictly deal with via social media. You see what I'm saying? So save yourself the frustration of putting people in roles that they were not supposed to be in. You have to take the time to analyze and say, have I made all of these different people friends when some might be friends, but there may be a lot more who are associates. And a lot of times we tend to just kind of go along with stuff, you know what I'm saying? Instead of stepping back and saying, no, that's not the position I'm supposed to play. I might just be the person who God brought me into your life to be a light to you because you're going through something in your marriage that I went through and I can identify with it. And I'm just simply supposed to be here to help guide you along the way, encourage you, empower you, and tell you, hey, I've been there, right? And give you examples and show you how God brought me through. But that does not mean I'm supposed to be your best friend. So I hope that helps someone because that's not something that, you know what I'm saying, is easy to admit. And I guarantee you won't have a lot of people who will be like, well, that's just not the role that I believe I'm supposed to play in your life. 9 times out of 10, a lot of times people would just go along with stuff. I've had people try to throw me into that friendship role, and then they want me to pick them up and take them here and do this and do that. And it's like, hey, that's not the season that I'm in. I don't know you like that. I don't give out my number to everybody like that. I don't invite everybody into my home like that. Pump your brakes, because sometimes that hurt and trauma and whatever it is that that person is longing for, you may have all of these different qualities that they're not used to dealing with, right? Somebody who is trustworthy, somebody who is genuine. But just because I may have those qualities, it doesn't give you a right to just throw me where you want me to be. You see what I'm saying? It's like me being a blessing to someone, letting them borrow money, right? I did it because I wanted to do it, because I know what it's like to not have enough and to be in need, and you don't know where it's gonna come from. So just because I gave you something, right, does not mean that you automatically get to put me in that position of I'ma call her and reach out to her anytime that I want to, because I know she gonna give it to me. No, I ain't. I got a family, and you gonna respect that. I got a husband. You get what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that you don't throw people into roles they're not supposed to be in. That's the life lesson for today.